Hello, everyone, and welcome to Business Spotlight. I'm Mark Hunter, and today I am speaking to Callum Cruickshank of Tidy Green Clean. Callum, thank you so much for coming on today. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Yourself, Mark?
Fine, thank you very much. It's great to have you on, and I'm conducting this interview on behalf of Brenda Hector of Action Coach, and like to hear a little bit of Callum's backstory and find out a little bit more about Tidy Green Clean. So, Callum, can you tell us then a little bit about Tidy Green Clean? They're a franchise, aren't they?
Yeah, so it's a franchise-led commercial cleaning operation, and we operate all through Scotland. There's 7 regional directors in total, and I'm great to be part of the team. So I operate from Aberdeen and Edinburgh, and try and split my time as best as possible for both cities.
Excellent, excellent. And how long have you been a franchisee owner of Tidy Green Clean then for Aberdeen and Edinburgh?
So Aberdeen, I've been 3.5 years now, and it feels like a couple of months. It's flown by. And Edinburgh's been 2 years, so Edinburgh's still relatively new, but all is heading in the right direction.
Yeah, yeah. That's a massive geographical area that you've got. So is there everything in between, basically Aberdeenshire or Aberdeen and Edinburgh then?
No, so Aberdeen is split up into 3 regions. So myself operates in Aberdeen West, Grant Peterkin in South, and Grant and myself are business partners in Edinburgh. So we operate in both of the cities.
Fantastic. Brilliant, brilliant. So 3 years now that you've been in business for yourself. Um can you tell me what did you do before that and what was it that motivated you to go into business for yourself then, Callum?
Yes, well, originally I was a school leaver and went to do a modern apprenticeship with a subsea company. And then went into engineering from there on into the sales world, doing internal sales and then a wee bit more contracts, etc. And then I was into the facilities management front through the waste management industry, where I worked for a well-known local company in Aberdeen. What made me take the leap of faith was just having kind of more flexibility and more kind of self rewards was the kind of the main factors. So it's always something I wanted to do for my own my own responsibility. So I took the leap and went into purchasing a franchise with Tidy Green Clean.
Fantastic, brilliant. And are you getting that sort of flexibility then? Are you getting a little bit more time and are you enjoying being your own boss, as they
Yeah,
say then?
it's great. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's certainly good. We've got a great team around us, and it's a great working environment to be part of.
Excellent, excellent. No, that's great to hear. And so what's been your sort of biggest learnings then in the last 3 years since running your own business then?
I would say there's been a lot of learning curves and still learning as well. I don't think you ever stop learning, but cash flow is a big one. Having severe growth comes with it's a great thing, but it has its own challenges. And also, I would say a main thing is clients. Everyone wants clients and the contract, and that's great, but they've got to suit you as well as them. And that's one thing that we've learned as well, is having the right people that you want to work with. It's key for any business success.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You were sort of saying there as well about, you've gone through growth then, has this year, in particular 2023, has this been a particularly good year for yourselves in regards to scaling the business then?
So the first few years obviously was in a pandemic, which we really strongly grew with it being in the hygiene environment. But this year has been a lot more consolidating, with some steady growth, which has been a lot better for us. But the pipeline for next year, 2024, will be fantastic.
Excellent, excellent. I've got no doubt. I've got absolute no doubt about it. That's amazing, brilliant, brilliant. And all the best to you. I hope you continue to grow. I kind of talked a little bit about some of the learnings and everything since being your own boss, and you talked about clients and something wanting to work with the right people. So in regards to sort of learning, then is there anything or anyone, sorry, that has sort of been a really good sort of inspiration for you, or even like a mentor or coach for you during the last 3 years?
Yeah, so first of all, with it being in the franchise, you have that business support, and David and Andrew, the founders of Tidy Green Clean, have been a massive business support. We also went through the 30X training program as well with Brenda of ActionCOACH, which was great, and there was some real good fundamentals there that we still implement to this day with all the processes and just changing the way that you look at business. And also just looking at what the big players doing, like Elon Musk and Grant Cardone. You look at all them and see what they're doing in it, and it's that's a big learning curve. You're able to follow them as well.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah, absolutely. If you're going to learn off anyway, you got to learn from the best. So absolutely. And I think you named some particularly great people, especially Brenda Hector, 30X program that you did last year, which was fantastic. So excellent, excellent. Um, what have you learned about yourself as a person then during this journey in the last 3 years?
Never give up, I suppose, is a very good one.
Yeah.
Self-motivated, keep going, and always having a goal and target to set as well. It's really important that you're, not just annual goals, but daily goals, weekly goals. Having a to-do list is a big thing as well. So there's so much so much I could mention, but these are the highlights. So
Yeah, yeah. Excellent, excellent. And um, what you kind of talked a lot about the first 2 years, due to pandemic, within your industry, it was quite an ideal time for you then, to go into Tidy Green Clean. What's the next 5 years looking like though, for the industry in particular? What opportunities are there within the next 5 years?
the opportunities are massive. I would see technology taking a big part of the next 5 years. A lot of innovative programs that will be initiated. So I would think technology is going to be a big one, and also the living wage increases that we're seeing every year. The biggest since World War II. So that's a big thing. Staff as our main focus and culture. Without them, we couldn't do it. So it's so important that we continue to grow and help our staff grow. So yeah, the industry is going to be very interesting to see what it's going to be in 5 years' time. It's always evolving.
Excellent, excellent. Callum, thank you very much for coming on today. Really appreciate it. I've just got one last question, and it's a question that I always like to end with, and because I think it's something that a lot of our watchers would learn from, and is there any advice that you would give to anyone who is looking to go into business for themselves, or pieces of advice? Is there more than one piece of advice that you would give? And there probably is, but I'd like to hear anything that you'd like to advise on anyone going into business then.
I would say go and do it. Don't regret doing it, because if you don't do it, you will regret not doing it.
Simple as that. Absolutely. I love that. Absolutely love that, Callum. And listen, I've absolutely loved speaking to you. You've been great. Thank you so much for coming on today. Really appreciate it, Callum.
Thanks, Mark.
All right. And thank you for watching. You've been watching Business Spotlight. I'm Mark Hunter of ActionCOACH, Brenda Hector. And yeah, we'll see you later. Thank you very much. Take care.